Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make a graph in Google Sheets, and you'll start by opening a blank spreadsheet, and you'll see it is untitled, and you will enter your data starting in column 1A. Okay, so here I have entered my data, and you'll see that I have two columns and that the top cell of each column tells you what the data is. My first column, A, is volume in milliliters, and my second column is mass in grams. And then I'm going to go ahead and click where it says Untitled Spreadsheet. When you click on Untitled Spreadsheet, it opens the Rename Spreadsheet menu, and you'll get this little pop-up, and you can type in, like I did here, Density Lab Data, and then click OK. So now I decided to add the data point 00, mass 0 corresponding to a volume of 0, so that when we later on do a line of best fit, it will go through the origin as it should. The next step is going to be to highlight my data, making sure that I highlight my top cells in each column so that my data labels and units will be incorporated into the chart. Then I'm going to locate the Insert Chart button and click on it. Clicking on Insert Chart brings up the chart editor, and it always opens up to the chart recommendations window. In this case, I know the type of chart that I want to do, so I'm not going to go with their recommendations this time. I'm going to click now on the Chart Types tab, and then scroll down until I find Scatter, and you'll see I've circled Scatter for you, and then I'm going to click Insert. Once you click Insert, that will indeed insert a chart, and you'll see the chart has been inserted right in my spreadsheet, and it's actually covering my data. So while it is highlighted, you'll know the chart is highlighted because you will see a little blue box around it. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to drag it to another part of my spreadsheet. Now you can see that I have dragged the chart or the graph into a free area of my spreadsheet, and you'll notice that I have an arrow pointing to my title, and also I have data labels and units incorporated right in the graph for me because I had those labels at the top of each data column. While the chart is highlighted, I'm going to right click to bring up my editing menu, and that is in the little box for you. So from your editing menu for the chart, I'm going to go down to the bottom where it says Advanced Edit, because what I really want to do now is I'd like to add a trend line. You'll notice though within this that you can click on the title and you can click on the axes and the series, and that will open up additional menus if you wanted. But for our purposes now, we're going to go to the Advanced Editing menu so that we can insert our trend line. Now you can see that the chart editor has opened and that there are all kinds of things that you can set and change from here, including titles and italics and fonts and colors. But I'm going to scroll down now and get to a trend line. So scrolling down until you see trend line, clicking on that pop-down menu drop-down menu will give you your choices of none, linear, exponential, and polynomial, and since I want a line of best fit, I'm going to click on linear. When you click on linear, that will insert an updated chart for you to view, and you'll see I have a nice line here. And now I can either click update, or I can go back and play with my fonts for my title and my axes and the color and all of that kind of good stuff. So here you'll see that I'm going to change the color of the line, and then I can go in and continue to edit the various fonts. So here I've clicked on the title and the axes labels, and I'm going to change all of those colors out. And now when I click update, you'll see that the spreadsheet is still there with my data, and that now I have a chart that has all purple titles and labels. You'll notice that I added some grid lines, and you can play around with that, but I think that you'll see that using the chart feature in Google Sheets is pretty intuitive, and we'll continue to explore it this year as we do more and more graphing. This is Miss Augustine signing off.